State Road 43 North. Brown says a car driven by 19-year-old Gregory Woods was driving south when he went off the road and crashed into a tree. Brown says Woods was taken to a local hospital with unknown injuries. The crash remains under investigation. Hoosiers across the state of Indiana continue to mourn the loss of former Indiana Governor Otis Bowen. Bowen passed away Saturday evening in Donaldson, Indiana at the age of 95. Bowen was Indiana's 44th governor from 1973 to 1981. Prior to his time as governor, he was the Speaker of the Indiana House. Bowen made improvements to Indiana's state park and recreation system and helped create 5 new state parks, including the first urban park in Indiana. He also served as the Secretary of Health and Human Services under President Ronald Reagan in 1985. Governor Mike Pence is directing flags at state facilities to be flown at half-staff in Bowen's honor. Flags are to be flown for 7 days through May 11th. A vehicle chase in Crawfordsville leads to the arrest of 4 minors. News 18's Kelly Roberts reports on the course of action that put 4 girls in handcuffs.
4 juvenile girls crossed county lines in a stolen van, but it took less than 1 hour for them to be arrested. Indiana State Police Sergeant Kim Riley says the girls ran away from ResCare Residential Program, a juvenile home in Greencastle, around 1 Sunday morning. As they entered Montgomery County, a Crawfordsville police officer who received word about the stolen van tried to stop them in the Sears parking lot on US 231 South.
He exited, ordered them out of the car. The driver then put the vehicle in reverse, slammed into the back or into the front end of the squad car, and then tried to back over the officer.
Then the girls drove off as the officer fired gunshots into the van. About a block down the road, they were stopped again.
The officer jumped back into his crashed car and proceeded to pursue the vehicle south on 231, which then it turned into the Walmart's parking drive.
There, the driver was arrested. The 3 passengers ran off and were found in a ditch nearby. Riley says 1 passenger had minor injuries from broken glass caused by the gunshots. All the girls were between the ages of 17 and 13, and all were residents of ResCare. According to ResCare's website, it is a home for children who are having behavioral problems at home or at school.
They're trying to change their course of their lives and to help them be productive citizens of the state.
Because the girls are juveniles, their names are not being released. Riley says they are being held at a Montgomery County Detention Center. Indiana State Police, Crawfordsville Police, and the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office are continuing to investigate the incident.
Until they find out, the so-called instigator or the one that made the decisions to do this, and the others were tag-alongs, or if they were all in it together.
It is unknown what charges will be filed against the girls. Riley says the Montgomery County prosecutor will make that decision. Reporting in Crawfordsville, Kelly Roberts, News 18.
And News 18 reached out to ResCare this afternoon for a comment, but we are still waiting to hear back. This weekend was graduation weekend for thousands throughout the Hoosier state, but students' minds in one class were on a classmate who won't be getting her diploma. Indiana University President Michael McRobbie spoke about Lauren Spearer during the commencement ceremonies this weekend. Spearer disappeared in Bloomington just after her sophomore year in June of 2011.
On this day, when we celebrate both the past accomplishments of our students and the promising future upon which they are about to embark, I ask that all of us also keep Lauren and the members of her family in our thoughts.
The prayer following the IU president's speech included the hope someone who knows what happened will come forward. We had some rain showers throughout the day today, and it looks like those showers will continue throughout the night. Meteorologist Amber Hardwick joins us now with a quick check of your forecast. Hi, Amber.
Hi. Well, yes, we are still dealing with some rain showers at this time. And just taking a look at this larger system, it's actually just south of here, but it's bringing up those lingering rain showers from the southeast to the northwest. Taking a closer look at our region, most of those rain showers have pushed out of our region, but they will arrive in the early morning hours. Notice that they are just to the north, and taking a look at our precision radar, staying dry for much of our area, except just to our north, just northwest of Winnemac. Judson is also seeing some rain, and just northwest of Francisville seeing some rain showers at this time. But notice just to the south, staying dry around Boswell, and also off to the east. in Galveston, Walton, and Logansport staying dry also at this time. I will time out these showers, though, here in the forecast when they will arrive once again.
All right, Amber, thank you. A survey by the League for American Bicyclists names Indiana as one of the least bicycle-friendly states in America. And one Indiana doctor says he agrees with that. Dr. Roland Kaur has been an avid bicyclist since his high school years, but he's also been a county coroner. Kaur says he's seen all sorts of accidents involving cars and bicycles and says part of that is because here in Indiana, bikes have to share the road with cars. Kaur says that can often pose a big problem.
What were paved roads are now suddenly gravel roads, and gravel is difficult to maneuver on a bicycle or a motorcycle. So there's an increased risk for, falling over, losing control, throwing up pieces of gravel. And so what used to be many bike-friendly country roads are now becoming bike-unfriendly.
Kaur says whether you're the driver or the cyclist, it's important to remember to always share the road and, most importantly, keep an eye on one another. The month of May is known as Historic Preservation Month, and today community members gathered at the Moses Fowler House in Lafayette to be honored for their hard work. Residents who live in the historic 9th Street Hill neighborhood were honored for how well they've preserved their homes. A member from the Centennial Neighborhood Investment Group spoke to the people in attendance about the historic neighborhood's past and future. This year there were 7 award winners, but Linda and Van Phillips took home the Wabash Valley Trust plaque honoring the Phillips building. This afternoon, the Columbia Ballroom held a special screening of a very special film. More than 50 people came out to see the movie In-Laws and Outlaws. The film, originally released in 2005, interviews both gay and straight people about the love they share with their significant other. Filmmaker Drew Emery has been traveling throughout Indiana this week discussing the movie. He says he never expected the film to take off the way it has and is surprised by the groups who ask him to attend these screenings.
I got this outcry of support and desire from principally faith communities wanting to use the film. Different churches and synagogues of lots of different faiths and denominations around the country who are proactively working to integrate their congregations and to find a way to welcome everybody in their community.
After the film, attendees were encouraged to have a discussion regarding the movie, as well as a discussion on faith and marriage equality. Well, people run marathons every day, but coming up, we'll introduce you to one man who plans to do it in a very unique way. Plus, a Newton County family is paying it forward to help children battling cancer. Find out how they're doing it coming up next.
This portion of News 18 is brought to you by H.H. Gregg.
Introducing Cash for Life scratch-off games from the Hoosier Lottery. You could win $1,000 every week for life. Enough to survive the little things or save for the big ones. You keep living, we keep giving. $1,000 a week. Cash for Life from the Hoosier Lottery.
Want the fastest internet? Xfinity just doubled internet speeds on 2 of its fastest tiers and has now increased speed on its most popular tier from 15 to 25 megabits per second. That's more than a 60% speed increase. Xfinity has the fastest internet, period. Xfinity has the fastest in-home Wi-Fi, period. Call 1-800-XFINITY to get a great offer on Xfinity Internet, or ask how to get started for as low as $19.99 a month for 6 months. Call 1-800-XFINITY today.
Motor Trend asked people who aren't driving a Ford to take the EcoBoost Challenge. Ford Fusion with EcoBoost technology took on Honda and Toyota.
Ooh, baby. This is a 4-cylinder? 37 miles per gallon. That's awesome.
Assisted parking? This is amazing. I feel like I'm cheating on my Honda.
The power, the way it handles, in comparison to the Camry, is a lot better.
It fits my personality. It's me.
Now, get a Fusion with 0% financing for 60 months or lease one for only $209 a month. Visit your Ford dealer.
B-Window's having a ginormous sale.
Buy 4 windows, get 2 free.
Renewal by Anderson custom windows come in 5 interior and 8 exterior colors.
Buy 4 windows and get 2 for free.
Plus no payments and no interest for 12 months.
Trust me. Hold on to me as we go.
It's time to pursue our dreams, to chase what we believe in. It's time to work, to give it our very all and not give up. American Family Insurance believes your dreams deserve the best protection. That's why we're committed to being there for you every step of the way.
Next Ellen, Matt Lauer. Plus,
You wanted to get slimed, is that right?
a surprise for Sophia, Grace, and Rosie.
Ellen tomorrow at 4 on WLFI.
If I won the lottery and I see people out on the streets or in the shopping center, I'd just like to walk up to them and hand them a $100 bill and say, now you have a great day and use this the way you'd like to.
Our dreams, our lottery. The Hoosier Lottery.
You're watching News 18 at 11. News from where you live.
Running a marathon is hard enough for some, but imagine doing it blindfolded. One Pennsylvania man is tackling that challenge. KDKA's Jory Rand has more on why.
6,300 runners will take part in this year's Pittsburgh Marathon, and 6,299 of those will see every one of the 26.2 miles of the course. But one of those runners won't see a single step.
Okay, Jimmy. Mikey, you ready? You got this?
Mike Bruno will run the marathon blindfolded.
I was walking a couple years back on the trail, and I attempted to walk with my eyes closed. To experience what my daughter Cassie does on a daily basis.
7-year-old Cassie was born 15 weeks premature.
1 pound, 14 ounces at birth. Cassie did 114 days in the NICU at McGee before we were able to bring her home. In the micro preemies, the eyes are the last thing to develop and the retina is detached, and that's what happened in her case.
Cassie has endured multiple surgeries that have improved her condition, but she's still legally blind. So Bruno, the women's volleyball coach at Point Park, turned to Jim Irwin, the Point Park cross-country coach, saying,
"Hey Jimmy, I got a crazy idea. Can you do me a favor?" "Sure, Mike, what do you need?"
Come up with the idea of running the Pittsburgh Marathon blindfolded.
"Would you be my sighted guide?"
He graciously accepted 2 minutes later.
Then I texted him back and saying, "Have you confirmed this yet, or are you still thinking about it?" And he's right, confirmed, done deal. So that's when we started.
It hasn't been easy. We're not talking about a simple walk down a trail. This is a full marathon, blindfolded and tethered.
He has no sense of how fast we're going nor where we are in the course. So to keep us both kind of motivated, it'll be like, okay, we're here now. We're good to go.
I try to reach out to him as well to see how he's doing, and he's been such a trooper through this whole thing.
I'm Robin, but I'm driving the Batmobile while Batman's blindfolded next to me.
And the dynamic duo plans to push through to raise money for Cassie and countless others.
The outpour of support, the compassion, the kindness, the generosity has exceeded anything I could have ever imagined. Really, really touched my heart. I think at the age of 44, I don't think I'll ever be able to top this one. And if you're going to write your legacy, I think helping others is a great way to do it.
Very cool. Well, a Newton County family is paying it forward to help children who are battling cancer. News 18's Holly Campbell reports how one little girl's strength inspired Aubrey's Angels.
In August of 2010, the Dino family found out their 13-month-old daughter, Aubrey, had leukemia.
It's been crazy, emotional, but roller coaster, that's the only thing I can explain it as.
Now, after a number of treatments and nearly 3 years later, Aubrey is a healthy 3-year-old. Aubrey's father, Dustin Dino, says they couldn't have made it through without the help from the community. That's why they started Aubrey's Angels.
There's a lot of kids in this area that are affected by deadly illnesses, and so we want to help them, help their families out, just like they helped us out.
The committee is made up of 16 people. On Saturday and Sunday, the Dinos hosted a Strike Out Cancer bowling event in Morocco. All proceeds from the event will help families similar to Aubrey's.
At one point, she had less than 1% chance of survival. And she's with us today. She's a happy, healthy 3.5-year-old.
A happy girl who has been through so much, but still inspires others.
She goes to the doctor about every 3 months, but she's doing great. Healthy, happy, a little ornery, but she's good.
She's very special, very inspiring little girl.
Aubrey's grandmother, Teresa Beaver, says they hope to raise about $7,000 at the Strike Out Cancer event. Holly Campbell, News 18.
WLFI's Eye on Kids is presented by Alcoa, Wabash National, Nanshan, and Franciscan St. Elizabeth Health.
And now, your Precision 18 forecast. News 18. Weather from where you live.
There are still some areas at this time dealing with some rain showers, and this is all because of this system that is just to our south that's bringing up rain showers from the southeast, pushing to the northwest at this time. And we're actually just seeing widespread cloud cover and even some areas with some spotty rain showers at this time. Taking a look at our precision radar, notice we are staying dry across much of the region except for the north of, at this time, the northwest. Well, actually, it just updated. We are not seeing much rain showers across our area at this time, which is some good news, but I will time these out as they will arrive tomorrow morning as well. Futurecast shows tonight at midnight. We're just going to see widespread cloud cover across the area and even some spotty showers early in the morning. Don't rule out of a spotty shower tomorrow morning around 7 in the morning or so. And then we will start to break up a little bit, and then rain showers arrive once again Monday afternoon and evening. And then we start to break up from some of those rain showers by Tuesday at midnight, which is some good news. We will see a dry spell for the next couple days or so. Right now, though, we are staying dry here in downtown Lafayette. 57 degrees, cloudy skies. Winds coming from the north now at 3 miles per hour at this time. Overnight lows, we will fall into the 50s, mid-50s around Lafayette, 54 Delphi, 53 Monticello, and closer to the lower 50s up to the north for Winnemac and Rochester. 55 degrees for an overnight low in Crawfordsville. Here around Lafayette, we will have a low of 54 degrees. Isolated showers are still possible, especially in the early morning hours tomorrow morning, with winds coming from the northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow morning, expect those rain chances to stick around for 5 and 7 in the morning as kids are going to the bus stop. 54 degrees, staying pretty mild, 56 with mostly cloudy skies by 9 in the morning, with highs tomorrow reaching up into the 70s once again, seeing 70 for much of our region and 71 up in Winnemac and Rochester for tomorrow for your high. Here around Lafayette, we will have a high of 70 degrees with mostly cloudy skies and spotty showers returning into the afternoon. But taking a look at the next several days, we're actually going to stay pretty seasonable for temperature wise, staying around 70-degree mark, which is our average for this time of the year. 73 for a high on Tuesday, drying out with partly cloudy skies. Wednesday staying dry as well, high 75 degrees, climbing up to 77 degrees by Friday. But we do have those thunderstorm chances arriving Thursday, Friday, and even into Saturday, with temperatures dropping to 68 degrees for Sunday. All in all, that is not too bad of a drop, but we are going to stay pretty seasonable for the rest of the week with temperatures into the